Kefka versus Sephiroth. The debate will rage on about who the better character is. Both have done their share of dastardly deeds, but this point goes to Kefka because while Sephiroth attempts to destroy the world, Kefka actually succeeds. When it comes down to it, Sephiroth has the personality of a teenager being dragged out of bed on a school day. Kefka, even though you hate his guts, can't help but like him at the same time because of his amusing antics and unpredictable demeanor. Point for Kefka. Kefka and Sephiroth are pretty much on par when it comes to the things they are capable of. Kefka came down to two things. Light of Judgment versus Sin Harvest. Sin Harvest will always take you down to 1 HP. Light of Judgment will kill you one shot. 1 point for the clown. Kefka's motivations are clearly defined as him liking to destroy and being a misanthropic nihilist. Sephiroth is motivated by his Oedipus complex, making him actually a lackey rather than the main villain. Point for the Joker. Kefka. Warning, the following scenes contain massive verbal abuse and mama's voice. If you experience explosive anger, fangirlism, crying, or even death, contact your doctor because this video may not be right for you. Kefka has 6 wings, while Sephiroth has 1. Dancing Mad is 3 times as long as One Winged Angel. Sephiroth was a hero turned villain, and Kefka was crazy to begin with. Take that, fangirls. No, there are no fanboys. There are only fangirls. Final score. In conclusion, while Sephiroth is undeniably awesome, Kefka, technically, is the better villain. Why do I do this to myself? Yahoo Games gave Batman Arkham City a 6 out of 5.
Highly illogical.
The main argument I'm trying to put forth here is you can't trash later Sonic games for mistakes that earlier ones made. Yes, Black Ops is really the only Call of Duty game I consider to be overrated. Because when people talk about Call of Duty, this game is most of the time the topic, and this bugs me admittedly more than it should, because I feel that the other Call of Duty games are much better. The multiplayer did very little to innovate. Yay, dual wielding! Other games did that first. You're a couple years late. Vehicle hijacking! Oh yes, the amount of times I used that was staggering. Bottom line, Halo 2 had a lackluster story, a multiplayer that did little to innovate, and this game is just as good as the others? If you say so. Music, copy-pasted. Levels, copy-pasted. Gameplay, copy-pasted. And before you say if it ain't broke, don't fix it, it was broken from the first one as well. There is no obstacle you can't clear with a long jump and a spin. Which brings me to how insultingly easy this game is. I love the Kingdom Hearts series. It is so much fun. These games have some of the best hack and slash engines ever put in a video game. These games are so flashy, so ridiculously fun. But these games are just so stupid. The story is atrocious. It's excessively complicated and filled with so many awkward lines.
No. Shion. Who else will I have ice cream with?
First off, you need a computer that has a sturdy, up-to-date video card. Basically, just make sure your computer can run Team Fortress 2 on the max settings. And please don't edit on laptops unless the computer is built for video editing, otherwise you'll get nothing but frustration. In order to get a good video card, you're probably going to have to shell out $100 to $200. And if you're going to plan on buying a computer just for the sake of this sort of stuff, you're probably going to have to pay $600 to $700. The programs I recommend are Magic's Movie Edit Pro, Adobe Premiere, or Sony Vegas. After you figure out who you want to appeal to, Pick a topic you've always wanted to discuss, like weirdest Zelda characters, best NES games, or for example, for the sake of this tutorial, top 10 consoles. As you start your script, start plotting down your candidates for the slots, and obviously arrange them in order from best to worst. But I do recommend starting from the bottom up instead of starting from the top down. For some reason, it's easier to find which one you like the least. And please, for Pete's sake, don't steal lines from other countdown makers unless you are closely affiliated with them. Otherwise, people will pay even less attention to you. And please, don't use footage recorded outside the TV. It'll look like crap, and your video will be crap. Some argue that insanity is a blessing in disguise, a gift from the darkest corner of your mind to give you things you so desperately need. Meet Dr. Richthofen, known affectionately as the Butcher to his victims as they scream in agony moments before he snuffs out their life. Before the war, he was a back alley plastic surgeon who created an army of monstrous, affluent Weimar socialites that would follow him around and laugh at every joke the genius doctor made. He joined the army so he could satisfy his need to watch people die, slowly. An incurable sociopath, he sees no moral distinction between natural death and murder. He has a collection of stuffed animals, most of them posed in positions of terror at the instant of their death. Yikes. He is literally the king of Crazy Town. He really enjoys messing with people like a prankster, and depending on the mission, he always references a particular subject that's on his mind at the time. From playing with your intestines to celebrating with cheese.
Cheese for everyone!
Sweet! Warning, the following scenes are not for the faint of heart. Turn away if you're too slow! Wow. Albedo is a little on the insane side. Even the URL address where I found this clip realizes that he's wacko. Whoa!
Look, there's this guy. He's touching this girl inappropriately. Hurry!
As I said before, I love co-op. There's something to be said about a group of friends working together to triumph over something that none of them could accomplish alone. Also, as you're all probably aware, in the spirit of co-op, this countdown is going to be voiced by select individuals who auditioned to be a part of this video.
The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords was a great game. It instills both cooperation and competition, has creative puzzles and challenges, and forces you to communicate with your buddy to succeed.
Sure, there's the obvious striving bit of the gameplay, but Double Dash enhances the possibilities by a great deal.
There are few games that are able to mix addictive gameplay and comedy. Castle Crashers is one.
The game just sucks you in with its unique charm and fun gameplay. The only thing I can personally find strange is the character designs and cover art remind me of something. What could it be?
Tales Symphonia is one that flies under most people's radar, and that's pretty sad, because this is a phenomenal game.
Here's what I imagine went on at Valve. Hey, you know Left 4 Dead? Yeah. I'm starting to think it isn't a horror game. I was thinking it should be more of an action title. Like this?
Bottom line, play Dynasty Warriors Strike Force. It's awesome. And drink beer. Seriously, it makes you go Super Saiyan.
Video games have been endlessly debated as to whether or not they're a new art form. Certainly like art, video games have been shown to be able to stir up emotions in us, such as fear, anger, and, in the case of this laughing autark collab, sadness.
When you're playing a character in a virtual world, it almost feels as if you've become part of the game's drama. The Cafe romance is an almost Shakespearean kind of depressing moment. Cafe's been hit with setback after setback, Andrew's feeling depressed and hopeless, and when they finally reconnect, it's literally minutes before the world itself ends. It's an unrequited romance that's depressing through and through.
This whole ending is a huge punch to the player, essentially calling you out for trusting a demon with resurrecting a girl whose fate was already cursed to begin with. It's a really confusing ending at times, but all of the crap Wander goes through leaves a huge impact. Perhaps he deserves it all, but in the end we feel immense sympathy for him.
You know that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when you see or hear something from 10 years ago, and the memories come flooding back to you in a big rush? I hope you enjoy reliving your past as much as I did. Let the reminiscing commence.